Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well, and today we're going to be creating this easy to do smoky eye, basically with a cut crease, of course, let's not forget that. And I really like how it turned out. So first off, I'm gonna start off by priming my eyelid, and of course I'm going in with my go-to concealer, and the one that I'm using is from LA Girl, and this one is in a shade called Fawn. Next, with the eyeshadow, we're gonna be going in with Jaclyn Morphe eyeshadow palette, and of course I'm going in with the shade called Buns, and I'm going to be applying it all over my eyelids, sort of like to mattify that concealer. At the same time, it's my transitioning shade, and also so the rest of my eyeshadow can be able to blend in a little bit more easier and better. Next, I'm going in with the eyeshadow shade called Hans, and basically this one has a little bit of a red undertone to it, and I'm going to be concentrating it towards the outer corner of the eye, and I'm just going to be swiping it, or rather sweeping it toward the inner eye, and also just make sure that I basically concentrate it mostly towards the outer corner. And as you can see, I'm basically just dabbing that eyeshadow shade just to make sure that I pack it in really well, and also so it can look a little bit more blended. And then next I'm going in with the dark eyeshadow, and this one I believe is called Bliss, and I'm basically also going to be concentrating it towards the outer corner of the eye. And as you can see here, I'm actually doing the sweeping towards the inner corner just to kind of like soften it, that black, because you know when you're using a dark eyeshadow shade you have to be very careful, because if you go heavy with it, it can, and you mess up, you can really look really bad, and it's not easy to clean it out. So that's why I'm just using a little bit at a time. And then next I'm going in with the e.l.f. all over cover stick, and I'm basically going to be using it to clean out that eyelid, and I'm not going to cut it all the way through, because I just want to clean out that portion of the eye where I'm going to be going in with the lighter shade. So as you can see, I'm just going to sort of like cut it a bit, and I'm not cutting a crease this time, as you may know most of the time doing the cut crease, but here I'm just cleaning out that little piece of the eye, or that little area of the eye. And then next I'm going in with the eyeshadow shade called Obsessed, and I'm basically just going to be packing it in towards that area where we cleaned out just that portion. And of course that's going to be our base for our glitter, and basically this is a chunky glitter. And as you can see, previously I just went back in with the base eyeshadow, and I just kind of like try to blend out that outer corner a little bit. And then now I'm just applying some chunky glitter on here. And then next, once I'm done with that, I'm just going to be going in with the LA Girl eyeliner, and this one is in a white shade, and I'm just going to apply it half of my lower lash line, and then the rest of the lower lash line I'm going to be going in with a black gel liner. And then after that, of course, I'm going to be applying my lashes off camera, and then I'll be right back. And then jumping into the face, I'll be going in with the Smudge foundation primer, and I basically love the smell or the scent of this primer. It's so good, I just can't help it. And then of course once I'm done with that, I'll be going in with the same brand of foundation, and this one is in a shade called Almond as well, and I'm just going to be going in with it with a damp beauty blender just so that it can help my foundation to blend in a little bit more better without leaving that strikes or strokes that usually are left behind by brushes. That's why I love using my beauty blender. And then next I'm just going in with the MSLondon Cosmetics powder, and this one is in a shade called Cocoa, and I'm basically going to be applying it all over my face just to mattify it. I'm done with that, I'm just going to be going in with the same eyeshadow shade that I used earlier, and I'm basically just going to apply it on my lower lash line just to kind of like have some color underneath there. And then next I'm going in with my LA Girl concealer, and this one is in the shade called Fawn. And I know you guys are like, why did she apply a powder first before actually finishing off the look? No guys, today I'm going to be doing a sort of like a little experiment here, because I heard that if you do that, sometimes it helps like your foundation to last a little bit longer and also matte. So that's why I decided to give it a try, and it actually worked. And funny enough, today I'm doing things in reverse, but it actually worked and I'm quite happy with it. And don't be surprised if you see me doing this quite a lot. And then after that, I'm just going in with a foundation brush, and I'm basically just tapping that concealer rather than sweeping, actually, because it will help everything stay in place instead of me actually sweeping it away like I normally do. So as you can see, today I'm doing things quite differently than I normally do, and I was quite impressed with how long my makeup lasted the flipping whole day, excuse me for the word, but I was in shock. But yeah, so if you have an event coming up and you just want your makeup to last a little bit longer than usual without even going back to refresh it, apply your powder, apply your foundation, just follow my steps. Apply your foundation, apply your powder, then a concealer, then you will see as we go along. And then now I'm going in with the areas that are highlighted with cream, and I'm basically going in with the powder, and the powder that I'm using is from Kryolan, and this is a number 3. And after that, I'm just going back in with the same foundation brush that I used to blend out the concealer, and I'm just dabbing it away. Again, I am not going to sweep it away, I'm just going to dab it away. And then for a slight contour, I'm gonna be going in with the e.l.f. clarifying pressed powder, and this one is in a shade called Toffee, and I'm just gonna be slightly contouring my nose, and of course I'm gonna use the same product to basically bronze out the rest of my face as well as the hollows of my cheeks, and of course, I said it again, the rest of my face. And of course a touch of mascara on my lower lashes, and then once I'm done, I'm going in with the W7 Big Blush Big Bold Blushes palette, and I'm going to be going in with these two shades, and basically they have some sort of a little shimmer in them, and also it's not as bright pink, so it's very subtle, and that's why I love it. It's like 2-in-1, like highlighter and powder blush at the same time, so hence that's why I'm using it, because it's, yeah, perfect. And then in the same palette, I'm going to be going in with the only highlighter that they have on there, and I'm just going to be highlighting the tip of my nose and of course the bridge of my nose and just a touch of it on my cupid's bow, and that will be it with the highlight. And then for the lips, I'll be going in with the Kylie liquid lipstick, and this one is in a reddish shade. Just make sure that I actually link the proper name of it in the description box below, as I don't seem to recall what the name of it was. And then after that, I was like, oh my gosh, there was something missing. I didn't like the red shade of it plainly, so I went back in with the Avon black liner, and I basically decided to mix them together, sort of like an ombre red black lips. And that's about it, you guys. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share, and hit the notification button for more updates. Until next time, bye bye.